But then you got people like Ari. Ari's so smart.
Democrats
he knows
are
everything
just
that's
gonna
going on.
hate on me.
And he's convincing
They're gonna
everyone not to
just hate
vote.
on me so much.
Like, I fucking like that guy, but damn it. And he's not alone. It's not just him. He's just my favorite
that's because he's making
example.
some valid points throughout the system, but this electoral college has to go, man.
It has to go, but that's not the only thing on a ballot.
She's losing the popular one too.
Is she really?
I'm not surprised by that though.
Daryl Issa just went up too.
Yeah, she's down. She's down by
Everything
a
is
full
bad.
percentage point.
Are we really gonna have Republicans in control of both houses of Congress
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and a Trump presidency?
Yep. You're gonna be busy this year.
Look.
You need to hire a staff.
Look, we just talked about this. Pretty much what's happening is the United States has just gone off birth control. We have some crazy ass motherfucker that like we're dating.
What Mike didn't explain was I was saying that. Here's the analogy. The House and the Senate did some stupid shit that Obama vetoed, and now with all the Republicans, we just pulled the goalie.
Are we drinking this or no?
I mean, that's exactly
Yeah,
what.
sorry.
Are you off the rails? You don't have to drink it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man? Oh man.
I'm trying to fantasize about. Well, I already said this.
I don't even know what's gonna happen.
I think you overuse the word fantasize because we all immediately go to like porn.
No.
Well, yeah, don't pause right afterwards.
How do you spell Trumpocalypse?
About Trump being this benevolent dictator.
Trumpocalypse?
He's gonna like
apocalypse, but
He's gonna-
Trumpocalypse.
He's never gonna be there.
he's gonna tear up
How-
trade,
what's like the
but
best way
it's
to
gonna
spell that?
create this like
Spell apocalypse.
I know.
this completely localized distribution system.
No.
for
Which would be
countries.
great.
That would be a great thing, right?
Wait,
Like
wait.
I'm trying to like put all these things
CALYPSE.
that Trump has never even
CALYPSE?
He couldn't
No,
even
no, no.
interpret the words that I just put
What?
together in that sentence.
Yeah, but you know what?
No.
I kind of like where you're going with this.
But I'm
Because
trying to like
he's
think.
so
no.
thin-skinned that maybe we could convince him to do shit we want him to do.
No, we are going to get a President Duarte. That's exactly what we are getting. We are getting what the Philippines.
And that's why I
has,
say
right,
he better not shut down a fucking newspaper.
I believe he's already
Better
talked about
not
shit
He
like
is.
that. Like,
fucking
He is going to be the
newspaper.
chief and law enforcement agent.
look, just keep in mind,
In the
like,
The
country.
law and
Like-
order candidate.
Law and order. Yeah, that's creepy as all hell.
we're getting a President Duarte. That's exactly what you're getting right now.
You're
Me-
going
me-
dark.
So
Me
wait,
too.
so what's
Oh, I'm already off Facebook. Like I'll get rid of the fucking Gmail.
He
I will
is.
get.
Yeah, but you're friends with me. You're gonna have a black bag over your head just because you know me. Like, I am going to die. So
what's
maybe I should take it easy on
What's
Trump.
the election turnout in this
There's a lot of people, at least here in
election
California.
versus?
But actually,
So far, they've
as
counted
Dom
100
has
million.
correctly called me on, I'm the chief apologist.
A third?
So I'll
You are the
find.
chief apologist
I
of
will
so
find-
many bad things.
A third of the population, not a third of.
But I will
all
find the good
voters.
in Trump,
Right.
if only to keep myself alive.
This
But
may,
probably 40%.
I hope this is the like. Well, whatever. I gotta see the stats. I gotta see all the stats on who's voting.
Yeah, those are gonna
it's,
be fun. I want
hold
to
on.
see who voted.
I got you. I got the differences.
If millennials sat out, I'm gonna go berserk. Probably gonna go to berserk anyway.
I feel like
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Uh,
dialogue. I feel like the whole addressing of millennials by everyone is so derogatory, and I hate it.
People in Hillary's coverage like,
I like hate it.
so
They look so depressed.
It doesn't encourage them to get involved because I feel like it's
Well, no, I just say millennials
it's not
as
on
in
their
young
shoulders.
people.
Yeah.
We've already covered that we're too old to actually be millennials, but I'm including
No.
us in that because our generation isn't
If you
fucking ready.
graduated high school in 2000 or later, you are a millennial.
We're technically a millennial, but
We're the
if
oldest.
if you graduated in 99 through 2001, there's this weird gap.
Oh, you're 99? I can't talk to you.
No, 2000.
Why, you're not the same like generation. I
no,
don't know.
Jen tried to dissociate herself.
I don't know.
from
I
the
don't.
millennial.
He doesn't even
I don't even know.
doesn't
you.
know what you're saying.
Jen, according
What?
to your favorite site, 538.
What's my favorite? Fuck that guy.
So, and they're comparing 04 to 16. And back then, whites with no college degrees were Republican like 24% of the time, and now it's 40.
Well, they don't know what they're voting for, clearly. They have no idea what the Republicans actually do. Which is like,
But you're
It's
wondering.
just-
You're
it's what I'm
wondering
trying to
you're
change,
wondering
but it
what
makes
the
me
difference
think-
is. It's 16 points.
it's a fuck ton,
in
yeah. And
demographics.
it's super frustrating.
it's-
I just don't like, understand, like, how they never follow up to find out what they're actually voting for. Like, I vote for this. Are you doing what I want you to do? And then the answer is no. And they
But,
don't.
but if you think about it, like, let's say you're like,
Come here.
alright, I shall come here.
I shall come here.
Yeah, we're still live. I don't know how. We were supposed to be cut off 20 minutes ago, but we're just rolling with it.
But the easiest thing to see when you're
What is like the
like
best
looking
way
at your
to
paycheck,
apply to
what's
this?
getting taken out of it is like federal tax. And so when somebody tells you like I want to shrink federal government, that's to you that means more money in my pocket. It's
Like
not
a- like a
he's gonna
personal
do it,
loan.
but
I mean, I know people think that.
That is,
It is happening.
Yeah.
That will happen.
Okay.
It's happening.
But I don't think that we've really had a serious conversation about politics for a long time. I mean, I know that in the 1990s, when it was like our formative years, I don't feel like we were taught that any of this matters. I think like the biggest story that we saw was a blowjob, and like we really haven't talked about how it affects our lives, and now we've seen wars.
yeah, but that's
and-
because you were young.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, in our formative years, that's when we were, like, learning how the world works. We were never told that this stuff matters. It wasn't until 9/11 that any of us were like, oh, wait, what? And then we started a war, and then the economy crashed, and it's like, now we have to care. And we're just, I think we're late to the party, dude. Like,
Tag Lucero no.
I was
Okay.
not raised, and I don't think
How do
a
I
lot
do
of people
that?
were raised with the
Just
idea of
go to
that,
the
like,
comments and type her
civic
name.
engagement and, like, giving back and, like, serving the
is it
public. I mean,
LUC?
that still is not
Oh,
a
there
thing. Now people go into politics because they
How do you
have
say
a
your
really
last name?
lucrative job of
Sendejas.
lobbying waiting for them when they're
Sunday
done.
has
Like,
got it.
it's you
No,
gotta
but
turn that
I
shit
think
around.
for everybody not in politics, it's very easy to look at what's directly around you and associate that with like I care about what impacts me and my friend. And if you talk about like trade deals, bring jobs back because you're gonna rip up a trade deal, and we're gonna bring manufacturing jobs back to my small town. Like
I'm in
that sounds-
Michigan, that matters.
Yeah,
You know,
But
Ohio,
that's the thing is,
Pennsylvania.
I don't, and you,
And whether or
I
not
know
you
you
do that
agree
or
with
not.
this. I know you agree with this. Is that when those jobs come back, those jobs are jobs that are going to be. If I don't know this,
They're not
but
coming back.
they're going to be robots. They're
Yeah.
going to be
They're
robots.
coming back.
yeah.
They're going to be assembly bots. They're going to be
He's giving false
so
promises.
machine bots. They're going to be.
You're right. A lot of the stuff that's happening, it's not just NAFTA, it's
And-
not just trade agreements, it's also automation. You're absolutely
The
right.
time,
They're
the
not coming
time when
back.
you can just like, if you need a job, drop what you're doing and go walk into somewhere and get a job. Those times are gone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you can't-
there are
you
still
need to be
factories
able-
here, but those people make $15 an hour.
Yeah, those times are gone.
I
mean,
don't think that's correct, but it's a different, like, I
You
can't go
just
into a
you just
factory,
need a skill set. You
but
need.
I can go into a
training.
restaurant right now and get a job.
Yeah, we're
Like,
we're a
yes.
service country.
Service industry
Yes.
is my backup, but this is the
Very-
thing, we're now getting to the point that it's so hard to get a job
I
that the
speak-
fact that I have
I'm talking about-
experience gets me there. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. I'm just talking
agreeing
in like
with you.
large macro. Yeah.
Totally. But that's the thing, like, we have switched from an economy where you could go and work in the factory or work in the mines
Yes.
or work in any of these places, and now I can work in a restaurant. But what happens when people aren't spending money in restaurants? Because I can tell you the first thing we cut out, because, like, we live like savages, like, the first thing we cut out is eating out and drinking beers out. It's the first thing we cut, which kills the entire service industry, and if that's all we fucking got, like, where do you go? I honestly don't know where you go. If the restaurants aren't hiring, I honestly don't know what I do. So, and I think that appeals to the Trump voters they don't understand who to be mad at, but he's got a shit ton of anger and he's talking about whatever's happening in Washington, it's not working for you, and I'm gonna fix it. And people like that message.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wrong. He says so many things that are so fucking wrong, and he doesn't even think twice about it. He doesn't fact check. He doesn't care. But people like the idea. Of
Well,
what
people
he
like
says.
railing
they get that
against the status
headline,
quo.
right? They get the headline,
Yeah.
right? And if it applies to them, they're on board.
Totally.
But if you tell them like, hey, Obama's been in office for 8 years and it sucks, so why don't you switch over to me because I'll make things better. Obviously that didn't work. It's the same thing Obama did. He ran on change.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just what they do. They say, "Oh, you don't like your life right now, so."
At least Obama was a constitutional lawyer. But that kills me too. Like, he was a constitutional lawyer, and like so much damage was done to the Bill of Rights under his term. Like, I just.
He would have been great on a reality show too. He's a funny guy.
Oh, he's on his way. And that's what's crazy about this whole thing too. There's so many theories that Trump was just doing this to start Trump TV. He never wanted to be president. Now he's gonna be fucking president.
That's
I can't
true.
wait to see who's
Trump could be having the worst night of his life right now.
He's like,
He actually-
shit, I never thought I'd get this
Trump
far.
is having the worst night of his life right now. He thought he was just gonna like snuggle up, you know, to Melania.
Is he gonna
Like,
fake a heart attack or
He's just gonna
something?
give his speech and then like.
Well, so one of the things, man, that I was thinking of
No.
when I was outside is like, think about the Supreme Court nominations that's going to happen. We know
Just
at
look.
least
Oh,
one.
God.
At least one. Now, at this point, like,
Then we're gonna have to
can
double
the
back
justices
from now
at
on.
least hold on the next one for 4 more years? Are we going to get a different president? You know,
Might have
like
to
that.
put
That's the thing.
scissors
So
out.
right now, holy shit.
Impeachment's an option though. Well, it depends on how bad he is.
Or
If he
goes-
decides to like sign up with the Republican shit, especially if the Republicans have the House and the Senate, if he goes along with their shit, I think we're in bigger trouble. But if he goes full Trump and is just burning this shit down,
I think that's it.
if
This
he
is sort
pisses
of
off the
like
Republican
a-
Party, we might not be in as big a trouble as we think we are. It
No.
all depends on how he reacts with the
vote of no
Republicans.
He's just gonna
What's
be-
scaring me
Yeah.
is that the Democrats have no control over anything
That's
at
the
all.
only
We
like.
need
Yeah.
some kind of
Right
divided
side,
government.
I
And
thought.
We don't have it. No,
how are
I,
we doing on the Senate? We
I
actually
think-
don't know this yet.
I
How are
think
we doing?
47, 48
figurehead and a rubber stamp.
Republicans.
Hey,
Who's left?
We
Hold
had
on, we need to
we
know
had
this. Who's left?
Like,
Honestly,
honestly,
I had that.
I was talking to my friend at
We have
work,
7
and
left
Trump
out there.
wins. I mean,
I'm not even
Yeah, it's
reading
like, that's
anything
just
on my
fucked.
screen. I'm just
you have to stop
staring
doing
and
whatever you're
thinking.
doing. Like you said,
Just
we
like
think we
dying inside.
I'm just rolling
Yeah.
in it.
Trump will be a
I'm trying to think about what's gonna
rubber
happen.
stamp. Anything that gets passed, no,
I know that's.
he won't be doing it.
I'm gonna share my
Pussy
screen
cat
because I want to
regime.
find out. We have 7 seats.
I'm trying to think
This
about
is
who
super
has
close.
access to him. Who's gonna have
Obviously,
access.
Alaska.
Putin.
Okay, well we
Louisiana.
know Ivanka. We know his kids are involved. And who
Here's the thing: is
he likes this. Oh, Carl Icahn is a person that we need to look up real close because he mentioned him in his book and in a debate. Carl Icahn, and he's known
yeah,
as
he's like one of
they have
the-
fucking
yeah.
that's why. Hey,
I
look,
have the book here. He mentioned
These days
him
are so
for
depressing.
like he wants him to run the economy, and this guy had a nickname. He was like a shark or like something of Wall Street. He was a fucking devil.
look,
I gotta check. I gotta check Cuban's Twitter too.
Oh,
I'm
Mark
sure-
Cuban?
Yeah, I'm sure he's
Oh,
losing
yes.
his shit.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I bet everybody who's ever said anything bad about him is
Yeah,
losing
she's
shit
down
right now.
with the popular
Oh, God.
stuff.
In the
Of course
media.
there's no index in Donald Trump's book.
what you mean?
Or references?
Wait, you mean?
No.
You mean Mein Kampf?
You want to read this?
No, but
Hey, at least you'll know what you're in for. That's why I read it. I know what I'm in for.
you know what? I
And
probably
the thing
will.
is, he's
Sometimes
basically a Republican. Like, when you read this, he's a dumb
No,
Republican.
you
That's
only do that at
it.
the convention.
It kind of gives me some comfort
Yeah,
because
so
really,
Like
his
an
platform is
uneducated
everything-
Republican?
College or just like-
He says some things that like don't make sense, but
Yeah,
his
she
platform
does.
is the same as McCain's and Romney's, and like he is a Republican.
I
I
forget.
do know what I'm in for.
Oh, Kamala Harris. They called it.
Really?
Yep.
Bummer.
She's up big, like 2-1.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
14 million to 4 million.
Hey,
Joey
who's
Joey
the
Diaz
electoral
goes.
college? Jed.
But if you motherfuckers said you were leaving the country if Trump wins, get those bags packed, motherfuckers.
Who said that?
Joey Diaz. Coco
Oh,
Diaz.
It's Trump.
Carl
Don't
Icahn.
fucking believe yourself.
Who is
I
that?
told you. I told
forget
you.
her name.
Don't give up your dick, bro.
There's no way Trump wants a second term. No way.
Who's that Barbie like looking type of
His daughter?
no newscaster? Her name's like Lauren or Tommy something.
Wow, you went from Lauren to
I
Yeah,
just want
no, it's like Tommy Lauren or something
I
like
want
that.
you to know the one thing I'm
I can't-
actually
and she's
very
like-
interested in
Oh, the
listening
Dallas
is-
one.
Yes,
Carlin-
the Dallas one. I can't imagine it, like if Trump wins. I mean, which is very possible right now. Like what her next segment is going to be like.
Elected offices kind of
Oh,
almost a
she's
check
already-
valve as
it's
to
gonna be
you know,
like
like
the same.
what's happening to your disenfranchised group of electorate
But a
that's
little
not
bit
getting
more
taken
fun.
care of by
A little bit
politics.
more
So one
assholey
of the
for
things I'm
sure.
really interested to see
Like,
is
yeah, you can leave
this guy
because we don't want you
like,
here.
you know,
They're already
once
pushed
this
up
is
against
over,
the
like,
asshole
I'm-
like ceiling.
I really
like a
respect,
person in a flood.
Damn.
like,
Yeah,
if
the
you
glass
say,
is broken
"Fuck
for
that
sure.
block,"
Yeah.